how our deposit system started. For those of us who live in Sweden, recycling and deposits are completely natural. We're very good when it comes to handing in our empty aluminum cans and PET bottles, with about 9 out of 10 packages being returned. We want to look after the environment and, of course, also get our deposits back. But how did it all start? Let's go back to the 1960s. We had a completely different view of the environment at that time, and it will be many years before we started worrying about the climate. We threw waste into the sea thinking, nature will take care of that. But we drank soft drinks and beer from glass bottles and then returned them. They were cleaned at the brewery and then reused. So there was already a return system for bottles, which had been launched way back in the late 1800s. When the steel can arrived from the United States, many people enjoyed drinking beer from a disposable package, which could then be discarded. A new type of can was introduced in the late 1970s, which could be made of aluminium. This offered many advantages, with the results that the breweries wanted to replace the steel can. At that time, we'd started to care more about the environment here in Sweden, and many people worried about how the new can would affect the environment. A great deal of energy was required to produce aluminium, and it was also feared there might be an increase in littering. There were many misunderstandings, and the aluminium can was portrayed as an environmental villain. But aluminium was actually a good material. If the can was returned, it could be recycled over and over again. Something had to be done. The government commissioned the industry to solve the problem themselves. Breweries, can manufacturers, and the retail sector would work together to see how the can could be recycled. Together, they formed Returpack, which was given the responsibility of collecting and dealing with the used cans, as well as working to spread information about recycling and littering. Many trials were conducted regarding how to collect the cans. In the end, it was decided that deposits were the best solution. This means that we pay a deposit when we buy a drink, which is then refunded when we hand in the empty package. The breweries, who were already collecting empty glass bottles from the shops, could take the returned cans with them at the same time. Smaller deposit systems were being operated in other countries, but Sweden was the first country in the world to introduce a nationwide system. As a result, everything had to be created from scratch. Everything from reverse vending machines to convincing us consumers to go to the store and return the bottles and cans. This was the start of a period of innovation and courage in terms of trying out new things. And so it has continued, and the can became a symbol of recycling. Nowadays in Sweden, we are used to sorting and recycling many different materials, largely thanks to the deposit system. We have a world-class deposit system, and we love inspiring other countries to create their own.